What is happening, people? I'm here with Grace. I'm Joe. We'll be your hosts for this podcast. We're talking about Ashe and Bob. We've just done 2 previous podcasts talking about how they play in game and the skins and how they look and all that good stuff. We've still got more to talk about. Right now, we're going through the emotes. So the very first one is just her usual generic emote. So she lifts her rifle up, puts it on her shoulder, gives us a quick pose, gives us a smolder. Looks pretty cool. What do you think, Grace?
Very standard. I think all of the heroic kind of a letdown because that's the whole point. They're just the standard ones. But I get, yeah, it's just a bit okay. Fair enough. It's not one of the best heroic ones, but it's definitely not the worst.
Looks pretty cool
standard.
though.
Yeah.
So next, I'm gonna go into Dynamite. What do you think about Dynamite?
This is by far her best emote, I believe. Anyway, it's the sass, like she throws it up in the air, like "fuck you," and then she just shoots it. Love it. I just wish when she shot it, like instead of that, if something like rained down like confetti.
Yeah, that'd be good. Like
something else, like maybe if she had a winter one where she shot it and snow came down. You know, when it comes to Christmas.
Yeah. Well, I do like, so when you do watch the cloud, I like that those embers come out and then it just disappears like a firework sort of thing. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I love, like I mentioned in the previous podcast, I love the sizzling of the fuse. I love that, the sparks coming off it. I love the noise. The noise just it tickles me. I just like it. I like the way she just launches it into the air and then no eyes, just boom, pops it like she's a fucking badass. She can't even see it. She can't even look up. She's got a hat on anyway. She's just that confident. She's that sassy. She knows she's going to fucking do that to you in the middle of the game, so get used to it. So
turn around to her back and watch her do it. It looks so weird. Like, watch her back when she does it.
Like, what do you mean?
Where the hell has she pulled that dynamite from? Please tell me.
Oh, like have the little dynamite sockets there, but it goes like triple the size when she pulls it out.
Like, oh yeah, is that where it came from?
Fucking,
really?
oh, here's one I prepared earlier. Pulls it out of her fucking armpit.
Literally.
That's what that big sleeve's for, actually. She pulls it out of the sleeve.
It looks so weird.
Like, I love the sound of the shotgun as well. Like the sound, well, the lever action rifle. It just like, it just sounds sweet, dude. So, on to the next one. What about Flourish? What do you think?
Again, this could have been her heroic. Like, that's how.
You reckon?
I'm not saying it's bad.
I think this is like the second best one.
Oh God, no, I don't reckon. I like the slow clap. We'll get to that in a minute. But that's my second best one. I think this could have been her heroic. It's very standard, I think. Like,
so with Flourish, she whips her gun forward and then she cocks it and a round falls out, an empty round. And I love the animation of the round flying out, bouncing on the floor, and you hear that round bounce along the floor, and oh my god, that's another one of those noises that I just dig with. And as well, the physics behind the round is completely random. So if it flies out, it's not the same animation anytime. It can literally bounce in any direction, which is just one of them crazy realism things, man. And the noise when it ching 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 and rolls away, like, dude, I live for that shit.
Yeah.
And she does a spin as well. I don't know what she does actually. Like she like yeets it forward, does a spin or something, and then cocks it, and she gives us like a badass looking pose. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the face once she like cocks
it. Yeah, she looks up slowly and like poses. Yeah. I like that.
And it's like, I'm ready to go. Like that's what we do before going into battle. Like she's like, bitch, I'm here.
She's about to pop the fuck off, dude.
Literally, that's what she does. Then she throws Bob in, and Bob pops the fuck off. Like she doesn't. It's all up to Bob.
Exactly. Don't fuck with Bob, ladies and gentlemen. So, moving on to Laugh. What do you reckon?
Again, it's just a laugh. I like the little look down, and then it's that look up she does.
Oh, that fierce gaze.
And she gives you the look of like,
I'm gonna fuck you up, mate.
Yeah.
Like, you've said a sexist joke, she's pretending to laugh, and then she's like, bitch, what are you saying? I get those vibes.
Yeah.
I like laugh's just pretty generic. Like, it's not doesn't stand out. I don't really care about listening to a laugh. It's just generic, really. Whereas like Junkrat, I fucking live for that guy's laugh, dude. Like I can listen to him laugh all day long, so he's pretty like eh. What about Slow Clap, the next one?
This is brill. This is ace. It's
Oh!
that face she gives her when she misses that last clap and she's like, bitch.
Yeah, I didn't even know she did that.
Oh my god, watch it. Their face. She hits you with the scowl. And then she just moves her hands away like, that's cool. I'd say that's my second after Dynamite.
Yeah, that's pretty
definitely.
cool. I do like that one.
Cool.
I didn't know she did that, to be honest. I hadn't watched it all the way through. And then last but not least, we've got Take a Knee. Pretty cool. The way she moves and she like throws her cape behind her back or whatever it is. Like, oh no, she doesn't. What does she do? She just sort of like...
She puts her hand to her hip.
Oh yeah, that's what that catches. Oh shit! Turn her around. Oh, I like that, dude. I really like that. That's so good. So for those that are just listening, she's got a usual rifle in her hand. She bends down for a knee and she puts her hand behind her back as she bends down. But she's got some fucking shotgun behind her back ready to pull out on you. So she's like being a little trickster, but it looks so cool. I can imagine like walking behind someone seeing that. It's like, whoa, that looks pretty sick.
Yeah, I like how she just sort of looks around. Like she's got the look side to side. She puts her head down.
Yeah.
She taps on the sort of trigger of her weapon.
Yeah. Whoa, that's such a little like good detail, man.
Yeah, like I'm waiting. Like,
that's
do you know what I mean?
so
like,
good.
If you're waiting at the bus stop and you're just like, oh, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like that sort of tap.
Like a black thing. She got black nails on as well.
Yeah,
didn't notice them before.
Polish. Yeah, very. She's so like on brand for the character you're creating.
Yeah.
This badass female. I mean, obviously, you know, you read the sort of little thing out that the Ashe is the leader of the Deadlock Gang, a group of bandit and criminals who menace the American Southwest. That whole picture that they're creating of her, she's it to a T. Like she has got it
definitely.
down.
She nailed
looks
it,
the
dude.
part, she acts the part. They've got a personality for her. That's why I find this game so engaging.
Yeah.
Because the people you play as or against have personalities. Like the characters.
You're connected to the characters.
Yeah, you are. They have personalities. They look the way that they look. They have backstories. The animated shorts are brilliant. Like everything about it is so well thought out and well planned out. It's such a fluid game, to steal one of your words. It's so fluid and it looks clean.
Definitely. I'm so impressed with Overwatch. Everything Blizzard's doing, like, I just love it. They're leading the space, especially with Overwatch. It's pretty good what they're doing, man. So that sums up the emotes. We'll move on to victory poses. What do you reckon about just the normal one? That's literally just the normal pose. Nothing changes. You're used to seeing that pose. But I love that Bob is in your victory pose. Like, that's so good. Like, it's not just Ashe stood there. You get to see Bob, the badass butler, robot, ninja, defender, bodyguard guy just come in and just stand there menacingly with his fucking amazing cute little hat on. Like, poggers to that fucking hat, dude. So what do you reckon, Grace?
I like the standard. Again, it's the heroic one. It's never as exciting, I say, as the other ones. But I definitely like the heroic one. Like you say, having that feature of Bob, definitely a big plus. Because it's not featured in all the victory poses. So if you want to move on to, like, kneeling, there is no Bob. Like, where's Bob?
Yeah, so kneeling...
I don't like that idea. Like, I don't know. I just wish Bob was in all of them.
Yeah. So on that kneeling one as well, the victory pose, she's kneeling, but because that's a victory pose, that's just the very end screen, so you can't actually see what we thought was cool about it, that she's got the shotgun hidden behind her back. So you can't actually see that, which is like, oh, it's just that in your victory pose, she's just kneeling down, which, oh, it's pretty generic, but there's just better ones. Like, why would you have her just kneeling down like that when you can have one with a bigger, like a big Bob standing there looking cool? Like, you just wouldn't take kneeling, and unless you could see that thing behind the back, which makes it stand out to me and makes me like that pose, because you can see that shotgun, but you can't even see that on the victory screen.
Yeah, definitely. It's not bad.
Yeah, there's just better ones.
Yeah, there's definitely better ones. Like, I think the next one, over the shoulder, for just Ashe victory pose, it's okay. It looks cool. She's got the badass. It's slung over her shoulder. Do you know what I mean? She looks cool in that one, but again, just I think it's quite standard. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you there. It's just the generic one. But the one I really like, I think most people are going to have this one because it's the best one, is relaxing. Bob is stood there, he's posing, he's like a little teapot, he's got his dynamite out, the dynamite's sizzling, she's leaning back casually on him, she's just got her arms crossed, she's like flexing, he's just looking hilarious. Like, why would you go with any other victory pose? This is just the...
This is so head and shoulders above the... Like,
so much has gone into it, like...
Yeah. With the skins, there was at least like 3 or 4 skins that I thought, yeah, I like them. With the victory poses, this is the only one.
Yeah.
This is the victory
it just
pose.
stands out. It's leaps and bounds above the rest. Like, nothing happens on the others. Whereas this one, it's like, whoa, shit's happening, dude.
Yeah.
So, those are our opinions on the victory poses. Last but not... Oh, actually, there's 2 left. We're going to go on to the voice lines now. Actually, no. I don't really want to do voice lines because they won't really come out. So we're going to talk about the highlight intros. There's only 3 of them. There's one that really stands out to me. Actually, 2 of them, and then one of them is pretty naff. So, Grace, out of the 3 that we've got, which one do you prefer, or which one's your least favorite? Actually, your least favorite.
I'd say arguably my least favorite. I like them all, but Bullet Walk's probably my least favorite. Because not much happens in it. I like it because you get that badass look to the camera. You get a close-up of her, which we don't get, often with characters, like a very close-up of detail. But I'd say, yeah, Bullet Walk's probably got to be my least favourite, other than, Heroic, obviously, that's just the
So, for me, that one's actually my second best, because I love that round, like, on the fingers. Like, I just love that twizzling. Like, that proper stands out to me. Yeah, and I love how fluid that is for an animation in a game. I'm like, holy crap, they've like outdone themselves there, Blizzard. Like, that's so hard to do and make look good. I think I like the skull earring. Like, I've only just noticed that. She's got skull earrings in, like little black stud skull earrings, which I think are pretty cool. I just like the twizzling on the fingers. Like, just like I do that with pens, so I just fuck with that. I love doing that. So the next one we're gonna talk about is Ashe and Bob. So what do you reckon about Ashe and Bob?
This is so cool. It's the way she nudges him, and then she prehensively, or he puts his arm over, she ducks. It is that.
Oh yeah, that's so good, dude.
And he puts his arm round her. Did you notice that his hand drops to round her?
That's so good. He's like protecting her, dude.
Yeah, he's like got her back. His arm, obviously, his arm cannons, guns open. And you've got them both sort of looking out to attack. I think that's so cool.
That is pretty cool, man. So what I like about this is I didn't even notice that duck. I think that duck's amazing. Like, I love his weapons on his arm, the way it extends out and then it spins around like 2 times and then zooms in. I'm like, holy shit, that's some badass turret. And when it zooms in, the turrets stick out even more. Like, boom, they pop out and it's like fucking ready to go. Safety catch off, motherfucker. And another thing as well, the expression on his eyes, like the fact that they can give a robot like the facial expressions, and we're only seeing some eyes move, but that's enough to make us connect with the character. Like, we don't have to see anything else, just the menacing look in his eye. And when she taps him, he looks like dead surprised, like, oh, what's up, human? Like, what's up, friend? And then he realizes what's happening. He's like, boom, menacing, switch on, protect Ashe. Like, I fucking love that shit. He's like, it looks like he's actually angry at the fucking person who's shooting at his fucking mate or whatever she is. Like, he looks literally angry and he's like, holy shit, bitch, you're gonna die now for this. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Hoggers.
I love that they can make them look so connected, and the fact the back.
Sorry, you say that again, you cut out then.
Oh, sorry. The fact that he puts his arm around her back, like, is that, they're very, very close? Is he putting his arm around her because they're very close friends, or is he putting his arm around her for a protection? Do you know what I mean? It's something that it's a pretty cool, like, I wouldn't have necessarily noticed that he physically puts his arm around her before.
So good.
Watching it in this detail, you pick up on all those little things that you miss out usually.
Yeah, 100%. Like, he's the main interaction on this. Like, she doesn't really do anything at all. She's like whacks him, which is decent, and the duck is cool, but looking at her face, she's just like focused in. Oh, I like she sort of opens her mouth at the end, like sort of
like grits her teeth.
But other than that, she doesn't really do much. Whereas Bob has like so much going on with all these moving and mechanical parts. Like he does so much in that interaction.
Yeah.
But her duck, like that is next level. Like, dude, poggers.
So well animated.
So last but not least, we've got the one I use. This one's my favorite. It doesn't have bobbing, which is it's outrageous. It's a letdown. It's I don't know. I want to be more annoyed by that, but it's still cool as anything.
I think to have this much interaction within, I mean, shows are a set amount of time, aren't they? Highlighting shows can only last a certain amount of time. So to watch this and to see all the action she gets into it, you couldn't get Bob action into it. Either you'd have too much happening at once, or I think that's what the Ashe and Bob is. Ashe and Bob is Bob's highlight intro.
Yeah.
You see Bob doing his moving and his interacting, and that's his. Whereas this is where you see all of her abilities, all of her skills, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the one where...
I mean, that's why I picked it, because it's so much busier than the other ones. You're getting... One of the best things about this for me is the camera changes. So you've got the very first part of it where it zooms in and it's panning in, then it switches to the left while she spins, and then it like, oh, I just love that transition where the spin but the camera moves as well. Like that's just, you don't see that in highlight intros. Like that's a new thing. Like I've never seen that before, I don't think, which is why it stands out to me. And the grenade, when she launches the dynamite out, you can hear the sizzling, which just, gets me going by now. And it zooms in on it and slows down, and you just get that perfect pose of her in the background, ready to just, what's coming, basically. Like, you're going to get shot and blown up. And the fact, another thing as well, when she fires the shotgun, it makes her slide back and she just like launches into that position. Like, I really like that. That's so cool. You have the dust coming up and she slides a little bit. Oh my god, another bit. So the very first part when it starts, watch her wiggle her fingers. Oh, dude, watch her wiggle her fingers.
Yeah.
That is so good. Oh,
like she's ready.
And then she spins the gun and fucking shoots it. Like, go. Oh, yes.
I love that she...
Boom.
Her and McCree have this sort of spinning the weapon thing.
Yeah, it's like the cowboy shit though.
Yeah, like I really like it. I like the fact that not only while you've got that dynamite coming towards you, you can see her in the background, her arm's still round.
Yeah.
From throwing the dynamite, but you've still got that good shot of her.
Boom. So good. So that's basically everything. Last but not least, we've got a few minutes to fill out for the last of the video, so we're going to talk about the video that came out. I can't remember what it was called, but it got released at Reunion. So it's McCree, and it's the introduction of Ashe and Bob as well. And it's, what do you think? Like, as a quick few minutes, like, what is your summary of that? Like, what do you reckon?
I think it was stylistically really stunning. I loved he sat in the, in the...
Yeah, and the apple, how good did that apple pie look, dude?
Oh, yeah, and it's the start of, obviously, the map, so I love that you're getting to see, the diner that's on the map.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That you see how the train that's crashed on the map, how that crash happened.
So good.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I think that it's so pretty. You've got the clock ticking. It looks so good. You've got the music in the background, and then you've just got this chaos. I find that the conflict was really well done in it.
Yeah.
I find a little bit, I don't like to diss it, but I am going to. The people that Ashe has around her, to have her as so badass, Bob is so badass, McCree so badass, but then everybody else is so mediocre. I understand you can't make anyone outshine Ashe because this was her reveal, and you can't make anyone outshine McCree or Bob because obviously it's Bob's reveal and McCree's game. But you can. It makes it harder to believe that she's in a gang.
Yeah.
With people so mediocre, like
they felt a bit too comedic for me.
Yeah.
Like they just felt like he was never in danger because they were being silly, sort of thing. Like any one of them at that point could have just shot him, which I felt was weird, but they probably know more of the backstory. Like they're actually like, oh, this is just a lover's tiff. Like they'll be reading a day or two, like something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we have to think about the sort of this is it. So McCree gets the box. He puts his piece into the box. This crazy alien lady comes out. Is she gonna be a new hero?
Maybe.
What?
We need a lore buff in here for that.
What did she look like? Did she look like if she was in the game? Would she be a healer? Would she be damage? Would she be? I doubt she'd be a tank. I mean, God, look at her. She was insane. She comes out, and I thought, wait, is McCree and her a thing? They sort of talk about having seen each other before. They reference to seeing each other before. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're a couple. And I was like, this is a bit weird. She's like an alien robot.
Yeah.
He's like actually human, just with a robot.
We definitely need a lore buff in there. Like we won't touch any more on that because
100%.
all the people in there who actually know the stories will be like, oh my god, you idiots. So we'll not touch on them for now. But
no, but then he says he says, oh, I've got to go take care of some business. Gets on his bike,
on his hover bike thing, dude.
Yeah, and on the bike he's got a keychain with Ashe on it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
In the dash, he's got pictures of him and her. So
yeah.
Are they a couple? Are they a couple that's completely broken up? Or like you say, is this just a lover's tiff where they've fallen out for a couple of days? Like that I find really interesting. The sort of, you know, like when you play with certain people, the characters will say certain lines to each other.
Yeah, the interactions they have.
Like Anna and things like that. Like she'll say certain
things to
certain characters. I wonder what Ashe and McCree will have to say to
Dude, they're going to be flirty as anything, man. I hope they're flirty as anything.
So good.
That'll be mint if they're flirting.
We've not got any sort of... We've got relationships in terms of... is Farah's mom. Like, that's a relationship in that way. But
who was that? Farah and Anna you cut out?
Yeah, Farah and Anna, sorry. But we haven't got any other... And obviously, Hans... Genji brothers, but we've not got any sort of relationshipy stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think we've not got any couples.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's so weird to have a couple.
That's pretty cool. It's such a good introduction to the game. Like, I'm so glad they've put this character in. Like, I like the lore behind it. I like the characters, the abilities. Like, she's just a well-rounded character, man.
Yeah, definitely. I think with a bit of sort of experience and with potential little nerfs, I'm not talking anything massive. I think she's very good at the minute. I don't want any of her abilities or anything like that to change, but with slight adjustments, I believe that she'll be perfect.
100%. So
I believe right now, I can't wait for her to come into the game properly.
That sums up our podcast series on Ashe and Bob. Plenty of more coming, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be talking about all the different heroes, the Overwatch League, synergies, like strategies, how to play the game, how to increase your rank. Well, every little thing about Overwatch, we're going to touch on it. So if you want to play with us or you want to watch us, we both stream on Twitch. Grace is Grace Lever, all one word. Lever is how you'd usually spell it. I'm Recoil_Mojo, MOJO. Come play with us. Come join the Discord. Come get involved. We play every single day. We're from the UK, by that you could probably tell by our accents. We hope you've enjoyed this podcast series. There's plenty more coming. Tell us what you want to hear next. Tell us what you liked listening to. Share, get involved. Like, we want to make this podcast as exciting and as interesting as for you as possible. So give us a hand. We're always here. We're always listening. We're ready for feedback. Grace, have you got anything to say before we finally sign out?
I want to hear what everyone's favourite skins are. I want to hear everyone.
Let's get your favourite skins in chat. Let's get your favourite skins in the comments. Is that just for Ashe and Bob? Oh, actually, we'll do an Ashe versus Bob poll. Who do you think is better, Ashe or Bob? Holy shit. That's like if you think Bob's better, comment if you think Ashe is better. What do you reckon, people? Try that. Let's have a go. Follow us on all the other socials. You'll find them on our Twitch. The YouTube is taking off, so let's go. Thank you for watching. Hasta la vista. Peace.
Peace.